Good evening, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for another night of JPL hockey here in the Pro Division, here in the Jersey Pro League, here in week number 5 of the Jersey Pro League. It has flown by, to say the least, here in the JPL and for this summer as a whole. And also, big happy free agency day to everyone who in the NHL who participates in the free agent frenzy. Great crew all around the NHL. Big shout out to all of them, obviously. All the big guys, Bob McKenzie, Pierre LeBrun, Elliott Friedman, all the big guys in the NHL, all the insiders. And happy Canada Day as well, up to our brothers up north. As we get ready for this one here today, the game of the week here for this one between Team Goose and the 43 Oak Foundation. Both the foundations kicking off here in this one today. Should be a great game here in this one. Team Goose Foundation 1-3 so far on the year. Have struggled a little bit over their last couple games. They ended up winning their last one after starting the year 0-3. They need some more scoring help, that is for sure. Have struggled at times to get the puck into the back of the net. And then for 43 Oak, 3-1 on the year so far. They've had a great season so far. They're coming off of a loss, though, that being against XHP 10-7 back on the 26th. But otherwise, the year has been spectacular for them. Great start. Jason Kai doing Jason Kai things. Well, I'm sure we will get to him for sure at some point throughout this game. And the scoring has just been scorching hot for them. Justin Solove, 11 points. Devin Kaplan with 10. It's just been fantastic all around for 43 Oak here in the 2025 season. As we get ready for the opening puck drop, have a gaggle of media here in this one today. Lots of photographers, lots of videographers, and like I was saying, it's free agent frenzy day. I'm sure we'll get to some of the news from the free agent frenzy. We will get to one for sure later on in game number 2 for Topline Hockey. The JPL's very own Adam Gaudette signing a 2-year deal with the San Jose Sharks. We're hoping to possibly try and get an interview. It's not guaranteed, but we're going to try and make it happen to potentially get an interview with him either during or after the game, potentially. We're going to see what we can do on that front, but either way, we're here for the first game of the night, the game of the week, Team Goose Foundation versus the 43 Oak Foundation, and we're off here for this one. Quickly goes back into the end of 43 Oak. It's sent around here by the 9 of Cenk Ula. Plays for the Peterborough Petes in the OHL as Parker will get this one. Feeds it forward. Ula tried to fire. Just couldn't handle as it goes the other way for Pirtle. Pirtle into the zone. Spins this one back. Onto the backhand. Pass across Kai. Got a piece of that one. Jason Kai already doing Jason Kai things, as we've come to know here in the JPL. As Matt Brown with this one. Has it bounced back to Parker. He fires. That one is kicked aside. Kept here by 43 Oak yet again. Deep in the corner. Unknown player who that is with the 21 on the back of their jersey. We're going to have to try and figure that out as Pirtle the other way now. Chance here. Lays this one across in onto Kai and he stonewalls both shots. Beautiful saves there from Kai. Driving in there with Pirtle was Gabe Perreault. As walking in goes Brown. He's stonewalled. Pretty sure that is Ryan Kenny in between the pipes for Team Goose. Wearing a Lab Elite hockey shirt from last year's 2024 JPL season. But it is collected here by TGF. They will bring it into the zone. Laid back off here to Perreault, trying to spring this one right to the net front, and they score on the back door. What a feed across on the backdoor pass, and Team Goose have the lead 1-0 here in the first. 13:26 left to go. Beautiful feed through. And we will get another look at this one here. Beautiful entry into the zone. Nice little saucer pass back to the point, and it went right back to him off that feed. And beautiful finish there for TGF as they get the scoring started here on this Tuesday evening here in Newark, New Jersey. And speaking of being here up in Newark, as we'll get back to what I was going to say in a minute, as Laferriere drives into the zone. Laferriere still with it now, puts it down into the near side left corner. Pendy tried to take it away, couldn't do so. Terrain now with it, spinning around at the point. Terrain will fire from long range. That one is stopped by Kenny. This one bounces here for TGF into the zone. Back to get it goes Ula. And like I was saying here at the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House here in Newark, New Jersey, big signing for the New Jersey Devils. A couple, really, a re-signing and a UFA signing here on the first day of free agency in the NHL. Connor Brown joins the New Jersey Devils on a 4-year deal, $3 million per season. Should be an awesome addition to the bottom 6, top 9, really, for New Jersey. And then a big hometown discount for Jake Allen. Takes a long-term deal to stay with New Jersey. He hopes to retire here, and $1.8 million for 5 years for Jake Allen. Spectacular contract for New Jersey, and he left a lot of money on the table. Was going to be the #1 goaltender on the market in free agency, as this shot goes wide there from Team Goose. Trying to lift it out is Parker, getting some help there from his line mate, as now it goes 2-on-1 quickly the other way. Brown with it, walking right into the backhand, he put it wide. Another chance in front, that one skips up and over. That was from Mark Johnstone. Just couldn't get that one to go, as he will try and get back. TGF again, Pirtle with it deep in the corner. Lays this one off, Pirtle gets it back now. Over to the opposite side, Johnstone tries to take it away, can't do it. Kept at the blue line there for a minute by Kempom and Osi, as now it bounces to the hash marks. Across, able to connect with Perreault. He darts into the zone, tried to lay it off but had it poked aside. As another chance is stopped by Brown, he will collect and go the other way. 3-on-2. Looking to try and fire, and they do. 43 Oak. Put that one into the back of the net, and we are tied at 1. 10:53 left in the first period. Shots 3-2 right now, and 43 Oak tie this one up. And I mentioned it earlier. Their goal scoring has been great. Jason Kai has been great as per usual. And they have just been on fire so far this season. Like I said, 3-1. We're on a 3-game winning streak before losing to XHP, XHockey Products, on the 26th in a 10-7 game, as here comes 43 Oak again for a moment. Now it's stolen away. Pirtle gets it on the pass from Yurchuk. Dives behind the goal line, lays back to Yurchuk, just couldn't corral it and fire. Dangerous chance there for Team Goose, as it's kept in by Perreault for now. Out the other direction goes Parker. Parker spins away. Able to send this one lower. Looking for some options here in the circle. Try to lay off a pass. Goes back to Laferriere. Has that one taken by Pirtle. Pirtle the other direction now. Pirtle tried to make a move and drive through. He gets taken down. No call, we continue. Think the Team Goose bench wanted one there. They're not going to get it. We continue on 5-on-5. And if this is your first time tuning into the Jersey Pro League, firstly, thank you for doing so. Here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, the only place you can watch Jersey Pro League games. And we are 5-on-5 this year here in the JPL. Used to be 4-on-4, but now officially 5-on-5 this season. All the stats on elite prospects. Great to see, as another chance. That time was from Jason Gallucci for TGF, stopped by Kai. Gallucci with it again. He sends this across. Pass sent all the way around. Still with it here is TGF in the corner. Back up to the high circle, looking for a feed in front, just can't connect to anybody. Gallucci was the lone man in there for TGF, as out the other way, Johnstone with it. He has it knocked away by the 19 of Ben Yurchuk, who will spring this one out. Bouncing puck here in the zone. Yurchuk trying to get on it again, looking to fire. Now down near the cage, it's taken away here by Ula. Ula will send this one the distance. Tried to find Johnstone, but coming out to play it is Kenny. He will lay that one off. And Kenny wearing the black lab jersey, even though he is on Team Goose, which wearing their reds, as that one fed to the opposite side and they score. Not sure who that was that put that one into the back of the net. They've got a number 11 practice jersey on for Team Goose, but it was a great feed either way. Well, let's take another look at it here. Trying to see this play here. It was kept here by Ruben, who just sent this one forward. And into the zone it came. Beautiful drive in front. Laid it off. Got the pass back on the back door, and Kai couldn't stop it. And TGF have their one-goal lead right back, 2-1. Campominosi. He will spring this one forward. Walked into the zone for a minute here by Trip Pendy. Now taking the other way. Matt Brown with it. Breakaway chance here for Brown. Fires that one on. Beautiful save by Kenny. Nifty little move there from Brown. Tried to put that one home with the blade, with the lifted blade of his stick. Interesting try there from him. We've seen him pull out some fancy moves here in the JPL, as Johnstone will spear that one away. Will come all the way back out to Michael Rubin in the neutral zone. Rubin, the Sacred Heart University skater, sends this one away over to the opposite side wall, as Matt Brown will get it again. Has Parker crashing to the net front. That one skips wide. Collected and sprung forward for Brown again. Brown fires. That one goes wide again. Couple of dangerous chances here for 43 Oak. They just can't convert on it yet. As driving in, here goes TGF again. TGF sends this one lower. Bouncing puck hops off of Kai over to the circle. Pass in front now goes all the way back up to the point. Still in the circle, looking for a lane, have to cycle back around and go up to the point for Blanchard, as that one is blocked in front. Pass goes back out to the neutral zone, collected by TGF, but knocked down here by 43 Oak. Bunch of fill-ins here for this one today. As the other way, TGF weaving their way through the zone, have to lay back here. Blanchard nearly has that one taken, but he sends it lower. Able to find Perot, as that one is sticked away by Kai for a moment. Now Perot on it again. He's hounded by Parker, who takes it away. Tried to find Brown on a pass, just couldn't get it to him. As it bounces to Parker. Here on the backhand, he fires. Stopped by Kenny, and he will cover as well. As Kenny and Brown have some words with each other. So it seems like we may have figured out who some of the potential fill-ins are. It seems like whoever is wearing the 14 of Alex Laferriere is actually Thomas Klochkov. The skater for the Northeast Generals, plays in the NAHL, hails from Fort Lee, New Jersey. Getting that from the commissioner himself, Alex Rauter, as Parker fires, and he scores! What a shot from Parker. Ripped that one under the pad of Kenny. And we are tied at 2 here with 5:23 left to go in the first. Let's take another look at this goal here from Remy Parker. Would be his 4th of the year. Beautiful feed up to him, and he will just rip this thing into the back of the net. Beautiful snapshot there from Parker to tie this game up at 2 apiece. Shots 8-5 right now in favor of the 43 Oak Foundation. As the other direction, 43 Oak with it again. Klochkov will have that one stolen aside, as it's collected here by Team Goose. Pirtle lays back, quick shot in onto Kai, and he will hold on. Galucci put that shot on. Plays at Penn State University. 5'10", $172 from Robbinsville, New Jersey. Off the face-off, Yurchuk with it again. Has that one taken, though, by one of the 43 Oaks skaters as driving in quickly. This one's knocked away by Campominosi. The other direction goes Galucci again. He will jump around the defense of Silverstein. Silverstein with it. Down in the corner, over to help him. For a moment, there was one of his teammates as Pirtle drives in. Bouncing puck on the play. Still can't get it to go home. Kai was down and out. Galucci couldn't get the backhander off as he was tied up in the middle. As this will go down for an icing here on 43 Oak. Face-off won there by 43 Oak as they try and get this out of the zone. Can't do so just yet as Grevy comes together there with the 19 of Yurchuk. They're still into it together along the wall. Bounces back up to the point. Kept in the zone and sent around. Galucci on it. 3:46 left to go here in the first period as he sends this one across. Quick shot and they score. Beautiful feed into the middle. There for Campominosi. And TGF have just been lighting the lamp here in period one. 3-2 lead. We'll get another look at this goal from Campominosi. Beautiful finish from him. As it's now a 3-2 game in favor of TGF as here goes Brown the other way, looking to tie it again. Lays that pass off, Silverstein with it, cutting into the middle. Or actually, that was the 10 of Johnstone, actually, as it's collected here on the wall by Brown. Ula lays this one off. Johnstone with it. He spins around for a moment. Lays the pass off to Terrain. Terrain has it bounce on him, though. Johnstone will get it back here in the circle. Lays it to Brown. Good cycle here from 43 Oak as Brown tried to send that one lower looking for Johnstone. Just couldn't get it to him. As here comes Team Goose. Trip Pendy. Spinning along the wall. Has to lay this one lower. At the goal line, sent in front, but Terrain picks it off. Has Johnstone the other way. Johnstone being hounded here on the back check, but he will keep the puck, looking for a lane here at the top of the circle. Lays off to Brown. Now back to Johnstone with 2:20 to go in the first. Brown tries to shovel a backhander in, gets stopped by Pendy, though, and he will go the other way. Pendy with it, lays the pass off, walking right into the back door. Kai got the pad down and made the save. Big stop by Jason Kai. As Grevy the other direction now. Lays off to Brown, looking to go back to Grevy, but it bounces in onto Kenny, and he will cover up. .152 left to go here in period number one. Redirected in onto Kenny by Parker, and he will hold on to that one. Squeezed it together there with the blocker. The Jersey Pro League, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, is proudly sponsored by Pegasus Sports Video. Pegasus is making history by capturing the biggest plays and moments of youth and high school sports all along the East Coast. They provide top-tier game coverage and highlights, so you have every moment you need. Want your team in the spotlight? Reach out to Tom at Pegasus Sports Video for more info today. Big shout out to Tom and Pegasus Sports Video as Kenny makes 2 big stops and lays this one off with the glove, but we're going to get a quick whistle. And doesn't seem like anyone is too happy with that quick whistle, but either way, 2 good stops there from Kenny right at the end of the ad read. Here we're just under 90 seconds left to go in period number 1. It's been a great one so far. 3-2 game here with 1:15 left to go in favor of the Team Goose Foundation here in the game of the week, here in week number 5 of the Jersey Pro League. This pass bounces out, picked off by Parker, sprung the other way. Klochkov with it. Looking for a lane, has to go back up to the point. Pass across, trying to find somebody there. Now goes down into the corner. 50 seconds left to go. Looking for Pirtle on the opposite side. Can't get a feed through. Bounces right into the slot. Trying to find Blanchard. He can't hold on. 20 seconds left, or 30 seconds rather, actually. Now over to the hash marks. Dug out for a second there by Pirtle. Now it finds Parker. Parker with 17 left in the frame. Tries to bounce it off the wall to himself. Can't do so as it is collected here by Perreault, who plays this pass into the zone, looking to get it back on another chance feed with 3 seconds left in the period. But that will do it for period number 1, a 3-2 lead for the Team Goose Foundation at the end of the first over the 43 Elk Foundation. Shots 13-7, or 13-9 rather, at the end of 1. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal. Thank you for joining us here on this one today. Back for the second period here between the Team Goose Foundation and the 43 Elk Foundation here in the Pro Division of the JPL. Currently a 3-2 lead for the Team Goose Foundation. Shots 13-9 coming into the middle frame. Here in our Game of the Week game for the JPL for week number 5. I mentioned it earlier in period 1 and in the pregame this week, and this whole season is just flying by. We only have one more week of the regular season here for the JPL, and that's next week. It has flown by, that is for sure. As like I said, one more week last year, one more week next week of the regular season, and then we've got about 3 weeks off before playoffs in the first week of August. August 4th through the 7th. It's going to be a lot of games in a lot of days for the playoffs, that is for sure. As out the other way, Galucci with it, lays it to Yurchuk, trying to go to the backhand. Kai dived down and poke-checked it away. Trying to get on a 2-on-1 here is 43 Oak. That one gets stonewalled, though, on the back check. Good effort on the back check there from Team Goose as that shot goes wide. Johnstone will get on it now. trying to find Ula on the pass, can't do so. Has to find Terrain at the circle, looking for a deflection. That one gets by everybody and goes back up to the opposite point. Kept at the blue line. Somebody blew a tire. The ice is slippery, folks, as Pirtle goes the other way. Pirtle with it, walking in, stopped by Kai as it trickles down behind the cage. Pass out to the neutral zone. That one skipped by everybody and goes all the way back into the Team Goose end. And one signing I actually didn't see when I was reading off the free agents for New Jersey earlier. Evgeny Dadonov signed with New Jersey right around the 5 p.m. mark. Myself and technical director Colton Reynolds sitting right next to me, and the rest of our crew here at BSB, we're on our way here to Prudential. So that one slipped by everybody, but 1 year, $1 million for Evgeny Dadonov, 36-year-old forward, coming over from Dallas. Was great with Dallas last year. As out the other direction goes Brown. Brown with it, looking for a beautiful pass the other way. On the rebound, Grevy can't contain it as it skips away from him. Looking for Grevy again. He fires in onto Kenny, but he stops it. 12:10 left to go here in period 2 as Brown sends it to Silverstein. Sky Silverstein goes to UMass Dartmouth. Hails from Riverhead, New York, as Kenny will make that save with the shoulder. Collected here by the 5 of Spitznagel. Greg Spitznagel plays for Stevenson University. And also, don't forget to tune in as Brown nearly made a bad pass there. It got stuck on the outside of the net, though. A little bit of a lucky bounce there for him, as Terrain will play this one off. Looking for the pass to Brown. I'll get back to what I was saying in just a moment as Brown enters the zone. Brown with it on the backhand, able to keep it for now. Still looking for an option in front. That one stopped by Kenny. Big time save on Klochkov. As the other way goes Spitznagel. Him and Klochkov come together. As it is lifted to Terrain. But like I was saying, also stay tuned for game number 2 of the night when XHockey Products takes on Topline Hockey. That one's set to be a great one as well as Parker fires. Stopped by Kenny again with the pads. Parker still with it. Looking back up to the point. Ula is there. He will send it back down lower to Parker. Still a 3-2 game here in favor of the Team Goose Foundation. As this one bounces here for TGF, trying to clear it, they can't do so. Kept here by Parker and Ula. Bounces back to him for a moment. Now it's taken by Blanchard. Gabe Blanchard walking in. He fires. Kai gets a piece of it, and it will go up into the netting. Faceoff will come back into the end of 43 Oak. Out it comes quickly, though, off the faceoff. Here comes 43 Oak again into the zone. Looking for some options, weaving through the circle, lays the pass off. Stopped there. Big time save by Kenny on Parker in tight. The other direction, here comes TGF. Bounces towards Kai. He will send that one away with the paddle. Pass meant for Parker. Parker one-on-one chance. He fires, stopped by Kenny. That time with the blocker. Ula with it now. On the blue line, he will send this one in. Able to get it back here. Lays back to Parker. Parker cycling in the zone. Tried to make a move to cut away from the defender. Couldn't do it. As this one bounces back up to Ula in the high slot. Ula fires, redirected. Another pass in front, stopped by Kenny. On the rebound, he can't get it to go. Another stop by Kenny on Parker, and now we get a whistle. Kenny with some excellent saves. And some beautiful chances for Parker. I wonder if this puck actually ended up in the net. I think it might have after the whistle. It will be no goal. Faceoff will be to the left of Kenny. Shots are now knotted up at 17 apiece. Still a 3-2 game. 43 Oak nearly tied it there, but Kenny shutting the door with the pads. As this bounces lower here for Johnstone. Johnstone in front looking for Parker again. Can't get a shot off. Remy Parker already has one here in this one. Now at 4 goals on the year, hails from Montclair, New Jersey, plays for the Cincinnati Cyclones in the ECHL. Johnstone with it again. He's down in the corner. Tries to get a shot off, but Kenny will make another stop as it is collected here by Gallucci, who springs it forward. Bouncing puck, Gallucci trying to corral it, tries to spring it up and onto Kai, and he just gloves that one down out of nowhere. Picked that pass off almost a little bit like Jalen Ramsey. If you're a football fan, you know what trade I'm talking about recently. The Steelers trading for Jalen Ramsey for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Had to get that one in there somewhere. A little bit of sports news from all across the Big Four. Really Big Five sports now with soccer, especially with the World Cup coming in next year here to the States. Should be a lot of fun when the World Cup comes stateside. As Kai will make another pad save there. This one sprung out the other way here for 43 Oak. Brown with a big burst of speed into the zone, trying to get the pass across. Just couldn't find it as it's knocked away on the back check by TGF. Pirtle now into the zone. Pirtle bouncing puck, goes back up to the point, able to find Perreault. Perreault looking to get it back off the pass from Pirtle, but it goes back out to Brown. As he tried to play a pass for Klochkov, just didn't know what was coming to him, though, as Yurchuk gets this puck here on the near side. Yurchuk weaves his way and lays off to Pirtle. Pirtle fires, gloved up by Kai. .7:30 left to go here in period number 2. Here between the Team Goose Foundation and the 43 Oak Foundation. Shots are 20-19. TGF still with the 1-goal lead, 3-2, as a big-time stop by Kenny there with the pads. That shot from just inside the near side circle. And also want to just say quickly here, for us at Breakout Sports Broadcasting, 7 subs away from 1K here on BSB, as Kai makes another stop there with the shoulder and had to shovel it away again. Comes out of the zone, but want to say a big thank you to everybody who's tuned into the JPL this season, helped us get where we're at so far, but we're just 7 subscribers away from 1K, so make sure to hit the subscribe button and tune into all of our streams. Really helps us out here at BSB, helps us make some awesome more content for all of you who tune into all of our games, watch all of our streams, as Kenny will hold on to that ricocheting puck here with 6:30 left in the second period. The Jersey Pro League, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, is proudly sponsored by Pegasus Sports Video. Pegasus is making history by capturing the biggest plays and moments of youth and high school sports all along the East Coast. They provide top-tier game coverage and highlights so you have every moment you need. Want your team in the spotlight? Reach out to Tom at Pegasus Sports Video for more info today. Once again, big shout-out to everybody over at Pegasus Sports Video, as the other direction, that one is stopped on the back check by Parker. Beautiful play to go down with the stick and block it on the 2-on-1 chance. That was Ruben alongside Pendy. And like I was saying, big shout out to Pegasus, one of our partners here at BSB. Helped us put together our first outdoor streams of the year. and ever here at BSB, actually, this spring with the Glen Ridge girls lacrosse team as they score. What a shot there from in the middle. 43 Oak put that one home and tie it. We are tied at 3. And this is a beautiful, beautiful goal here and finish from 43 Oak. This pass just got laid into the middle and a perfect rip, top shelf. There past the glove of Kenny, and we are tied at 3 apiece. Gallucci will chase after this one here for TGF deep in the zone. Puck bounces back up here to Rubin. Sends it lower. Looking back in front, they score! Tic-tac-toe play, and TGF get their lead right back. And the TGF bench went wild. After that goal, we'll get another look at it here. Beautiful feed from behind the cage, and it's just ripped home there by TGF. As Blanchard will send this one across. He finds Michael Rubin. Rubin back to Blanchard for a moment as it's taken the other way here. Weaving in, Silverstein down behind the cage, looking in front. That one bounces wide for Grevy. Picked back up here by TGF. The other way, it's stopped. Parker the other direction. 2-on-1 has Grevy with him if he can hurry. Parker, he rings it off the crossbar. You could hear that ping throughout the entire arena here. As that one is stopped by Kai right on the goal line. He's able to knock it away with the paddle. He had to spin around and knock that one away. As we're going to get an offside call here on TGF. .420 left to go here in period number 2. Shots 24-23 in favor of Team Goose Foundation. As Brown will collect this one here for 43 Oak in his own end. Picked up here by Terrain. Terrain weaving his way in. Had it poke checked away though. Silverstein with it, kept it on the toe drag. Looking back to Brown in the slot. Backdoor trying to find this one to Kolachkov. Just couldn't get it to go as Terrain keeps this one in for now. Now the other way. Gallucci with it. Tries to go through his legs, but it's stopped there by Kai. Pirtle with it again. Trying to get a shot off Gallucci there now. Gallucci. Cam Pominosi sends this one backdoor looking for Yurchuk. Can't connect. Perot. Spinning shot. That one goes wide from Gallucci again. Gallucci with it. Gallucci walking in. He gets poke checked away. It's picked up here by Johnstone. Shots even at 25. Brown with it. Driving in. Tries to fire. Stopped by Kenny with the pads. 3:02 left to go. Ula with it now in the zone. Looking lower. Johnstone is stonewalled. Collected by Yurchuk. Yurchuk laying this forward. Spitznagel with it to the backhand. Kai knocks it out of midair and keeps it out of the net. Kai with a huge stop as Yurchuk tried to get a shot off, can't do it. As Pirtle takes down a man. Him and Brown went down together as they will chat with each other. A little bit of friendly chirping between the two of them as Johnstone the other way. Johnstone passed across looking through, can't connect. Brown with it again. Tried to get the pass off, couldn't do so. 2:13 left to go here in the middle frame. Spitznagel with it again. The Summit, New Jersey native, now Pirtle with it. Has to cycle back up to the point. Rubin, he walks in and scores. Rubin with a rip there from right in the slot. Sent that one flying past the blocker side of Kai. Let's get another look at it here. Beautiful drive into the zone here by TGF. As this one bounces back up here to Rubin off the feed, and just a wicked rip there from him. Puts it into the back of the net with now under 2 minutes left to go. First 2-goal lead of the night. And TGF have it. Looking for their second win of the year. Trying to get back in the win column. Or stay in the win column, rather, after beating Topline Hockey back on the 26th. A 7-6 win. Before that, started 0-3 on the year, as Pendy will get this. Lays this one back to Spitznagel, but it's blocked. And that's a stinger there off that shot from Spitznagel. He's got a hard wrist shot. As it is kept here by Michael Rubin. Rubin lays it off to Pendy. Bouncing puck for him. Trying to center it back into the slot. No one was there. As it's picked up by 43 Oak again. 43 Oak walking in. Trying to fire. Stopped by Kenny with the pads. That's a good stop by Kenny. Get some stick taps from the bench. As driving on in, it is collected here by Kenny, able to cover up on it with the glove. .9 left to go here in period number 2. Shots 30-26 now. In favor of 43 Oak, as they've been trying to fire a ton of shots onto the net of Kenny. Another one right in front. Grevy is stonewalled by Kenny in the middle. Thought he had that one, no doubt. But somehow Kenny closed the legs. The Fayetteville marksman goaltender came into this game 1-3, 7 GAA, and a .863 save percentage. Has had a great night so far. Couple of big stops. As out the other way here with 22 seconds left to go. Trying to fire his Blanchard. He is stopped by Kai. Trying to get onto this is Johnstone, but Kenny will keep this one behind his cage. Able to keep it away from Johnstone and waste some clock. Looking in front, trying to find this one to Kloshkov. Just couldn't get it to him. Johnstone with it now. Spinning pass into the slot, no one home. And that will do it for the second. So at the end of 2, a 5-3 Team Goose Foundation lead. Shots 32-27 in favor of 43 Oak, but TGF, a 5-3, 2-goal lead heading into the second intermission. Either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carla Pascal, back here for period number 3, here between the Team Goose Foundation and the 43 Oak Foundation. A 5-3 game in favor of TGF, shots 32-27 in favor of the 43 Oak Foundation, but TGF with a big 2-goal lead right now as Terrain looks to change that. Looking back here, and they score quickly. Kloshkov puts that one home, and it's a 1-goal game. And it seems like we may have a clock error as well. It says 15:03 on the board. I think that actually should be 14:03, or 14:47 rather, as Technical Director Colton Reynolds has it up on our board here, so we're going to have to play those couple extra seconds again, it seems. As there was a clock error to begin with, it seems like there may have been. But either way, a 1-goal game now, as a massive goal there from Thomas Kloshkov will cut it down to 1 as Galucci fires that one wide. That's Kloshkov's second of the year, plays for the Northeast Generals, like I was saying earlier. 5'11", 150 from Fort Lee, New Jersey, as this puck bounces here for Silverstein, delayed offside on the play. Galucci the other direction again. Galucci walking in, tries to outweigh Kai, and he puts it in. Beautiful job to outweigh Kai. And he tucks it into the back of the net and makes it a 2-goal lead yet again. Let's see this move here from Jason Galucci. Galucci just outweights Kai, gets him to make the first move, and just tucks it in behind him. Beautiful effort from Galucci. That's his first goal of the 2025 season, as Brown looks to feed this one backdoor for Parker. 43 Oak nearly had it again, as Pirtle the other way lays this one through, back to Pirtle, goes top shelf, but he put it wide. He put it off the outside of the goal. Thought he would have had that one as Kai was going down, but Brown now drives in. Brown stops on a dime, spins around, cuts into the slot. Looking for a lane to fire onto the backhand, puts it lower, trying to find Parker. Parker with it. Parker looking to Brown, bounces by him. Pirtle with a toe drag move to get by Ula. Lays this one off. Still with it here is TGF. Quick shot, that goes wide. That was from Pendy, as Yurchuk gets on the puck. Yurchuk lays this one towards the cage, paddled away by Kai. Now picked up here by Brown as he springs it into the zone. Brown with it again. Has to cycle back out to the neutral zone, though, as he is hounded by Yurchuk. Has it taken away now. Pirtle with it. Pirtle had it for a moment, decided to lay it off. Walking in, and they score again. TGF now with a 3-goal lead, 7-4. Here with 12:52 left in the third. Getting another look at that goal here from TGF. Just walked right into the low slot, and Kai couldn't get across in time. And TGF looking to stay in the win column, like I said, would be their second win of the year. Currently fourth in the JPL Pro Division, as that shot goes wide of everybody. 2 points so far this year for TGF. And for 43 Oak, need 3 goals to try and tie this one, as that one trickles just wide. Off the redirect in front. Another chance is blocked there, as Parker will get it. Parker to the point. Kept in here by 43 Oak. Sends around to Brown. Bouncing puck. Gets away from him. Pendy with it now. Pendy sends to Pirtle. Pirtle to the backhand. Lays this one back. Another chance is stopped by Kai. Brown trying to go the other way now. 3-on-1 here for 43 Oak as Parker walks in and scores. Beautiful feed from Matt Brown over to Parker for his second of the game and cuts the lead down to 2, 7-5. A beautiful, beautiful play here from Brown. While falling down, got the pass to him, and Parker doesn't miss from there. And it is a 7-5 game here with under 12 to play. Parker's second of the game, 5th goal of the year. Brown, his 5th assist. Now with 8 points. And I didn't get to mention it earlier, but 43 Oak missing a bunch of key players here in this one. Missing Justin Solove, both Kaplan brothers. Ryan Luco as well. Devin Kaplan and Ryan Luco also in the top 5 for scoring. And Solove, their leading goal scorer. 11 points, 6 goals, 5 assists. Kaplan, 7 goals, 3 assists for 10 points at second. And then Luco at 4 with just 6 assists. As this puck bounces over to the other side, bouncing here, trying to get a corral on it as Perreault can't do it, and it's sent all the way out by 43 Oak again. As we see a bunch of players walking into the rink here. Also, don't forget to stay tuned for game number 2 of the evening here from the RWJ Barnabas Health Hockey House here in Newark, New Jersey, home of the New Jersey Devils. As Kai will make that stop, looks to play it off, though, quickly. Grevy tried to spring it out of the zone, couldn't do it. And game number 2 of the night, XHockey Products versus Topline Hockey. As walking in there was 43 Oak, tried to go high there on Kenny, but he shuts it down with the shoulder. As Silverstein collects us at the circle, redirected wide. Looking for a lane to fire from the point as it's picked up by Team Goose again. Bouncing puck, Grevy with it to the backhand, leads it to the back door. Kenny slid across and shut it down. Puck still in the zone here for a minute. Now it bounces back out to Silverstein as he has to play back to Terrain. Under 9:30 left to go here in the third period. Shots 38-32 in favor of 43 Oak. Still searching for 2 goals to try and tie it. Chance here for them on the 3-on-1. Looking for the toe drag goal in onto Kenny. Got collided with as it bounces to the crease. Good job on the back check there from TGF to knock it away. As out the other direction, here they come again. Ula trying to knock it away for 43 Oak. He's able to do so. Finds Johnstone with it. Johnstone tried to make a move, couldn't do so, has it steered aside. Campominosi will send it back out to the neutral zone. Lifted forward. Ula with it now. Lays back for Johnstone. Johnstone trying to find Brown on the other side. Pass. Lays back here. Rebound chance. Brown trying to shovel it in. Can't do so as Kenny will hold on to it. And Brown has 2 players in his hands. Campominosi and Rubin having some fun together. Matt Brown looking a little bit like Dustin Bufflin for a moment as Grevy tucks that one home. Grevy will cut the lead to 1 with 8:37 left. What a feed there from Brown to Grevy right off the faceoff. Excellent stuff there from Grevy to put that one 5-hole on Kenny. And just a 1-goal game here with ample time left as Brown cycles around here deep in the zone. Looking across, trying to find Ula. Ula spins this one lower. Driving in. Johnstone with it again. Tries to get the pass back to him for Grevy. Shot it wide. Campominosi the other direction now with Gallucci. Gallucci is bumped off the puck on the back check by Ula. Brown, he gets stripped away by Pirtle. Bouncing puck right into the slot, gets steered aside by 43 Oak. Ula trying to keep it away. Now Brown, their quick shot goes wide. Rubin keeps this in. Knocked aside there by Brown again. As this one bounces in onto Kai, he will lay it off. Brown with it. And what I was going to get to before Grevy scored, Brown looking a little bit like Dustin Bufflin holding two players in a scrum. As that one rings right off the post. Sharp angle shot there from Brown as Pirtle the other way now. Pirtle one-on-one, tries to dance by, can't do it. Gallucci now with the puck. 7:15 left. Here in the third, 1-goal game, 7-6 in favor of TGF. Trying not to blow a 3-goal lead. It is the worst in hockey, but right now they still have one. As Gallucci fires, dangerous chance in front. Kai got the initial stop as it bounced on Yurchek down behind the cage as this passes out to Brown. Brown, power move into the front, but he put it wide on the shot. Brown still on it again. Sends this one lower. In onto Kenny. He stonewalls the shooter as Brown collects it a third time here along the wall. Below the goal line. Trying to play this one back to Parker. Parker to Terrain. Gets it off the end wall. Puts it back down low for Parker. In front. Fired wide there by Klochkov. Had the lane open. No one was in front of him. As it's sent in deep by him. Puck moved around again. Parker able to keep it in the zone. Klochkov trying to help him, but it's picked up by Yurchuk. Yurchuk for Gallucci. Gallucci with it to the backhand. Walking in, tried to go high on Kai, but went up and over and bounces up into the netting. Face-off won by 43 Oak as Parker will send this one the other way. Parker on it, trying to cut his way to the net front, but got it knocked away by Campominosi as Pirtle has a breakaway chance with Pendy. Back to Pirtle, he fires and scores. Awkward 2-on-0, but they got it done anyway. And just like that, it's a 2-goal game yet again here for TGF. That one went in and out quickly from the back of the cage of Kai as Parker walks in. Parker tried to send a pass lower, and down goes one of the 43 Oak skaters. Like I said in the second, the ice is indeed slippery, folks. As Yurchuk. Backhand pass, trying to find Campominosi. Another chance, Kai got the paddle down. Somehow that stayed out. Looking to the back door again. Pirtle with it. Campominosi, pass across, trying to weave this pass through back to Pirtle. Now to Campominosi at the blue line. Feeds to the opposite blue line. Bunch of switches, driving into the circle, looking for options. Back here to Yurchuk, who is nearly bumped off the puck by Parker. Will keep it here. Lays it off to Pirtle. Tried to weave his way in. Had it knocked away for a moment, but it's still in the zone. Now sent out, trying to find the pass forward. Couldn't do so as Rubin collects. At center ice. Spitznagel with it. To the backhand. Tried to cut by the defense. Can't do it. As it goes to Yurchuk along the wall. Long shift for him. Still with it again. Yurchuk to Spitznagel. Quick shot, rings it off the iron. And another chance for Pendy. And that one will go up into the netting. Shots 42 to 36. in favor of the 43 Oak Foundation. Still hunting to try and tie this game. We're 1 goal off, but the number 11 of Chase Pirtle makes it a 2-goal game once again. The score 8-6 right now, as Perreault puts that shot high and wide. Rubin will keep this in the zone. Rubin walking lower. Pass picked away here by 43 Oak as Brown with some speed, trying to power move to the net front, tried to go top shelf on Kenny, but he got it with the end of his stick there, end of the paddle, as Kai will come out and play this puck. Tries to send it around to Johnstone. Looking up, has Brown forward. 2-on-2 in. Brown with it. Stops here at the top of the circle. Johnstone has that pass picked. Blanchard the other way, trying to get on a breakaway chance. Blanchard with it, stopped by Kai. Didn't know where the rebound was. Good thing Matt Brown was back to help him. 2-on-1 the other direction. That one rings off the iron. On the rebound, Kenny makes the stop. Another one goes off the post. Now a 3-on-2 the other way. Here for TGF as they score again. Little bit of puck luck on one end and an excellent finish on the other. And the Team Goose Foundation now up 9-6. Like I said, bit of puck luck on one end. 2 pucks go off the post for 43 Oak. And Kenny with a good stop and another chance in front there. Kai makes the stop that time. But like I was saying, a little bit of puck luck is all it takes sometimes. And TGF have it going their way right now as Brown drives in and fires. Another one goes off the crossbar. As Brown looks to the sky and he does some push-ups over in the corner. Always a fan favorite is Matt Brown. As Gallucci trying to drive around terrain here with 2:30 left to go in the third. 9-6 game in favor of TGF as another chance stopped by Kai again. Bounces out here for Grevy. Grevy tries to find Parker. Bouncing pass is knocked away here by TGF. Entering the zone, trying to play the pass through. Can't connect on it. Now down behind the goal line again. Puck out here for Parker. He's already got 2 here on the evening. Parker, beautiful move, cutting to the net front, but it's stopped by Kenny. What a filthy dangle there by Parker. Just couldn't finish as Kenny shut it down with the pads. That move was ridiculous there from Parker. As Pirtle now walks in, able to get by 2 defenders and into the empty cage. And makes it double digits for TGF with under 90 seconds to go. As Kai will have to go back into his goal crease. Bouncing puck off the face-off at center ice. Kai will just send this one away. And will this actually be an icing? It will not. They're going to wave it off as Cam Pominosi springs this back to Pirtle. Pirtle to Yurchuk. Here comes Yurchuk driving in. Poke check by Kai as he had it knocked away. Yurchuk with it again. Tried to center for Pirtle. Couldn't get it to him with under a minute left to go here in the third period. So barring anything crazy here with 50 seconds left, the Team Goose Foundation will have their second win of the year as the other direction. That one gets by everybody on the pass from Klutchkov. Down to 35 seconds left to go. Low circle, pass to the opposite side. Can't connect on it as Ula will collect the puck here, looking for this one lower. Like I was saying, TGF able to secure this win. Their second of the year, a massive victory for them. As Galucci will just play across to Ruben here with 10 seconds left. Looking to dance by Ula. Kai will make the stop on the poke check. As it is just sent out here to the neutral zone. And that will do it for this one. The Team Goose Foundation with a 10-6 victory over the 43 Oak Foundation. A big, big win for TGF, their second victory of the year. They now are 2-3 on the season. 43 Oak fall to 3-2 on the year and have lost their last two. TGF winning their last two. But that will do it for this one. Make sure to stay tuned as we have game number 2 coming up in just a little bit of time. Supposed to be set for a 8:30 puck drop. We'll see if that stays on time between XHockey Products and Topline Hockey. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a brief break, and we'll be back for game number 2 in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere, anybody. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for this second game of the night. XHockey Products taking on the Topline Hockey here for the opening period. Between the two of them, set for a great game. Here in game number 2 of the night was a spectacular one in game number 1 between the Team Goose Foundation and the 43 Oak Foundation. And we are off and running here for game number 2. Whalen, he will drive forward, lays off, trying to get this one back. Can't do so. As this one goes right up into the point. Les trying to fire. Spins this one lower, able to connect on a pass down low. Bouncing puck goes right into the crease, bounces by everybody, goes to the corner again. Another one into the middle for Whalen, skips away. Out the other direction. Chance here for top line, just can't get it to go. As Les will try and collect this one at the blue line. Les across, able to find the pass to the near side wall. As it's taken away by top line again. The other direction, this one is taken here by top line again. As my technical director, Colton Reynolds, hands me my rosters. I forgot to grab them before the start of the game. Thank you, Colton. Always something here at BSB. As this pass goes back out here to Toskos. Sends it forward, trying to get a shot off. That one is stopped. That was Robilotti with the shot. As this is stopped at the blue line, trying to get this away is Carlos Cuxty, as that one bounces for Picnic, now taken away by Router for a moment. Picnic with it again. He fires. That one is stopped by Moore. Daniel Moore in between the pipes here for Top Line Hockey. Plays for the Omaha Lancers as another big stop by him. Another chance. He's able to make that save too. Back up to the point. Schelling will send this one around. Bouncing puck, bounces away here for a moment, up to Robilotti. Plays the pass up to Skalos. Picnic with it again here. Looking for some options, has to lay off to Router. The commissioner here in the Jersey Pro League, able to find Les on the pass, looking back, trying to connect on a feed over to Walsh, can't get it to him though. Trying to knock it away is Mulgrave. Not able to do it just yet as it's picked off by Sordillo. Sordillo into the zone, lays back across to Mulgrave. Back up to the point for Les. Lays off to Cuxty. Cuxty walking into the slot, gets the shot off, but it goes wide. Shots 1 to 3 right now in favor of XHockey Products as Cuxty keeps this in the zone. Bats it into the corner. Down to chase on it goes Sordillo as that one skips to the opposite side. Les will go back to Sordillo. Cuxty again with it at the point. Walks into the high circle. He fires, but it's gloved down. There by Moore. Off the face-off, it is taken back here by XHP. Esposito will send this one around, trying to find this to the back door, looking there for Greg Leotard. Just couldn't connect on the feed. Esposito currently sitting third in points for XHockey Products as that shot goes wide. 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points. For the Danbury Hat Tricks skater from Westfield. Bouncing puck there for top line, able to keep it in the zone. Spinning away. It's sent back in deep by TLH as they try and move this puck around. Looking here for Luke Ross. Ross along the wall has it taken away. The other direction goes Esposito. Esposito with it to the backhand, trying to get a shot off was Hudson Gorski. Just couldn't get it to go. And that puck hops up into the netting. Gorski, 6'3", a $181 from South Plains, New Jersey. Plays for the Chicago Steel in the USHL. .45 left to go here in period number 1. Still a 0-0 game. Skating that one from in close was Ian Pierce right in front of his own cage. As over to the other side, it is taken in here by Topline. Bouncing puck sent around by Whalen. Plays to the opposite side wall. Bouncing pass goes right into the bench. Alex Rauter almost had to glove that one down. Nearly caught that pass, but takes a hop up into the bench. Off the faceoff, one again here by XHP. Currently sitting at 3-1 on the year right now as Whalen walks in. He fires. It's stopped by Moore. Taking the other way here. Sorry about the technical difficulties there. Was just talking about trying to fix our second camera, having some issues with it. Trying to see if we can get it back up and running. Not sure if we can for this second game. Had it for the first, but we're trying to see what we can do here for the second as walking in Moore with 2 big stops. Shots are 6-1. Right now in favor of XHockey Products. I mentioned they were 3-1 on the year so far. 3 straight wins on this 3-game winning streak they're on right now. Looking to stay strong scoring-wise, excuse me. Their only loss coming in game number 1 of the season. A 11-8 loss to 43 Oak. As this pass goes backdoor trying to find that feed through. They were looking for Lonergan. As this pass bounces here for Picanic. Trying to spring this forward for Gorski. It gets away from him, though. And I was mentioning it earlier, but for Topline Hockey, Adam Gaudette signs a 2-year deal with the San Jose Sharks, so big congratulations to him. Had an excellent year this past season up in Canada with the Ottawa Senators. Spectacular year for Gaudette. And earns himself a 2-year contract out on the West Coast in San Jose. An awesome team San Jose is building out there. Whole bunch of star-studded first-round picks and prospects out there, so he'll get a chance to play with a bunch of young guns out there over in California. 8:20 left to go here in period 1. Out the other way, 2-on-0, 3-on-0 if XHP can hurry. Trying to fire, stopped by Moore on the rebound. He got it as well. Off the draw, picked up and fired. That one stopped by Moore again. Another chance for XHP. They have been spectacular so far, just haven't found one into the back of the net. As Moore able to glove that one down again, or actually had it under his pad, rather. Under 8 to go here in period number 1. As this bounces back to Esposito at the point. Talked about him earlier. Also looking at the rest of XHP's top scorers, Aaron Miettinen, 3 goals, 8 assists for 11 points, as that will go offside there for Topline. Alex Whalen currently sitting second, 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points. Mentioned Esposito at third, 2 goals, 5 assists for 7. Carlos Cuxty, 1 goal, 6 assists for 7 points. And then Hudson Gorski, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points as well. Then on the other side of things, Topline. Said they're 1-3, currently sitting third in the Pro Division, as that one is corralled by Moore yet again. But now with the win by Team Goose Foundation, it actually slides Topline down to 4th here in the JPL Pro Division. So they're sitting with 2 points, currently 4th place. Looking to try and change their fortunes here in this one, but it's going to be a tough task up against a star-studded XHP team. Got some excellent players in their own right as well here on Topline. But their top 5 scorers, Mickey Burns, 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points. Anthony Firolo, 2 goals, 3 assists for 5 points. Ryan Lahar, 2 goals, 2 assists for 4. Adam Gaudet, 3 goals for 3 points. And Boris Skalos, also 3 goals for 3 points. Toskos, he will keep this here. He has 3 points as well, as that shot goes wide. Bouncing puck. Whalen able to get it out of the zone. Has Schelling with him. Whalen plays this across to the back door. Looking back for Schelling. Moore with a big save on the rebound. Chance. It's stopped by Moore again. Another one, and they score. Hudson Gorski puts it in on the 3rd time chance. Took a couple of tries, but Gorski finally able to put that one in. Moore with some excellent stops, but the late man trailing in Hudson Gorski puts it into the back of the cage. Driving in, here comes XHockey Products again. Sent around there by Stark. Collected here and played out of the zone by Topline, but it is knocked down for a icing, or not an icing, an offside, excuse me, yet again. Face-off one back by XHP. This one sprung over for Leotard as it gets sent to the opposite side for Alex Rauter. Rauter looking for Pickenik. Can't connect with him as it goes back down behind the goal line of Topline. TLH out the other way. Pass not held on to as it goes into the corner. Leotard with it again. Sends this one up. Able to find Gorski. Plays this pass to the opposite side. Able to connect with the feed. Over to Sordillo as he has it along the wall. On it again is Rauter. He finds Pickenik. Pickenik to the backhand, looking to get a shot off. Now down behind the goal line. Back up to the point for Gorski. From the point, redirected just wide. And covering up on it is Moore. Off the face-off, taken back here by Topline. Topline trying to get this one back up. It's kept here by Lonergan. Brian Lonergan, also of the Omaha Lancers. Whole bunch of Lancers here on this Topline team. He has it down behind his own goal line right now. Pass played forward. Topline still with it again. Into the zone, looking for an option here. Robolati looks for a lane. That shot goes wide. Bouncing puck across to Connor Lean. Into the slot. This one bounces back up to the point, trying to keep it in the zone. They can't do so. Picked up here by Topline again. along the hash marks. Schelling trying to move this out of the zone, can't do so. TLH looking for some options, sends it across to Lean. Lean 3 points so far in the year as Lonergan puts this one lower. Lean with it again. Sordillo behind the goal line. Moves this one across, able to find Schelling, or actually that's Cuxty wearing the 22 of Schelling. Seems they may have swapped jerseys on our roster, which a little bit interesting. Schelling now wearing 3, Cuxty wearing 22. Either way, this puck bounces out here. Sent in the zone here for XHP, looking for the backdoor pass. That was Anthony Galante on the backdoor, can't connect. Puck here, still in the zone for XHP. Picanic with it. Top of the circle, he fires. That one's blocked away. Had Gorski trying to help him as Picanic has this one stolen by Lonergan. Still in the zone for XHP. Looking back to the slot, trying to find the pass across. They can't connect as Leotard will have to go back and get this one. Pass up to Galante. Galante sporting his purple gear from Stonehill College. Hails from Morganville, New Jersey. 5'11", 174 as it gets played to Walsh. Walsh walking and he puts that one high and away. Here goes TLH the other way. 2-on-1. Pierce with it. Tried to get the shot off. Just couldn't do so. Good job on the back check by Leotard. As it's kept in the zone here by Topline. Pass played across. Picked off by Esposito. Trying to look up and get it out of the zone. Springs forward looking for Galante. Bounced off the back of his skate as it's pitched back the other way. Toscos with it. Trying to go to the back door. Bounced by everybody. Leotard got a skate in. As it's kept here by Pierce in the circle. Pierce has to lay this pass off. Bouncing puck goes all the way back out to the neutral zone. Here with 2:20 left to go in period number 1. Still a 1-0 lead for XHockey Products. Shots are 13-3 as Les goes the other way. Les to Stark. He fires and scores. Stark just rips that one home past the blocker side of Moore. We'll take another look at this one here from Stark. Reed Stark playing for the Utah Grizzlies of the ECHL. Playing in his 3rd game here. Just walked into the low slot and ripped that one past the blocker side of Moore. His 4th point, 3rd goal of the year. As it's a 2-0 lead for XHP. Pass picked off. Looking to spring it the other way for Stark again. Couldn't get on it that time. Picked back up here by Topline as they send it out the other way. Tripped up at the blue line there was Lean. As it is kept here in the zone, that time by Luke Ross. Lean now with it again. Lean tries to send the pass to the other side. Bouncing puck, that one skips by everybody. Schelling can't get it out of the zone. Lean with it on the backhand chance. Stopped in front, that's a big time save. As it's collected by Lean in the zone again. Still with it is Topline. Topline trying to cycle here in the zone. Some good work from this offense as they try to go to work here. Now it's taken away by Schelling. Schelling plays the pass across, trying to find this one to Stark. Bouncing puck in front there for Whalen, can't get the shot off. Down to 42 seconds left to go here in the first. And down goes Lonergan. Might have been looking for a tripping call there. They're not going to get it. They're going to say he lost an edge as this puck bounces here at center ice. Played back to Pierce, looking for a shot. That one stopped yet again as out the other way. Schelling with it now. Has some help here awaiting him. Whalen bounces that pass off, trying to go back to Whalen. Moore will shut the door. 8 seconds left to go here in period number 1. Shots are 15-4. It has been a heck of a first period here for XHP. Only 2 goals to show for it. Daniel Moore in between the pipes for Topline. Has been excellent despite allowing the 2, but he is being peppered in between the pipes right now. And over on the other side of things, for XHockey Products, they were fantastic offensively, but either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the second period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for the second period between XHockey Products and Topline Hockey, here for game number 2 of the night. Here in the third night of week number 5 here in the JPL. Mentioned it in game number 1 a whole bunch, but it feels like this season has just been flying by. We only have one more week of the regular season. That's next week before a 3-week break, and then playoffs the first week of August. It has just flown by here in June as that shot rings off the iron from Picanic. Beautiful shot there, just ringed it off the pipe. As driving into the zone, Toskos with it, looking for options, bouncing puck in front. Hapward can't get a hold on it as it goes back out the other way. Driving in, Router with it to Picanic. He far stopped there by Moore with the blocker, and it goes up into the netting. What a stop there by Moore. Big time save with the blocker on the cross crease pass. Shot 17-4, and it looks like we're going to have to try and get a new puck here. I don't know if we have any more. Let's see if we have some more pucks. Seems like we found one, potentially. A lone puck somehow appeared from somewhere. We're going to have to try and find some at some point in case we lose any more up into the netting. As this is taken here by Connor Lean the other way. Plays for Worcester for the Railers, as that shot is saved by Hapward. Hapward playing for the Binghamton Black Bears in the FPHL. Hasn't seen a lot of action so far yet in this one, as XHP have just been hammering the offense right now. Already almost at 20 shots. As this pass is blocked in front, taken back away here by Esposito. Feeds it forward, able to find Gorski. Lays it back to Esposito, trying to dance through Galante with it. He fires and scores. Anthony Galante, his first of the season for the Stonehill College forward. Put that one into the back of the net. Beautiful, beautiful shot from Galante. 4 points now on the year for him. Cuxty in his own end. Springs this pass out. Fed forward for Whalen. Whalen fires that one, goes high and away. Back to the point. Schelling will keep this in. Lonergan has it bumped aside. Out the other direction, 2-on-1. Looking for the pass. Lonergan with it. He fires. That one's blocked away on the back check there by Reed Stark. Good job on that back check. Lonergan would have had a great look there on Hapward as he has it again here. Lonergan tries to spin lower, picked off and sent away by Les. Stark with it, pitches it up to Whalen. He fires, saved on the rebound. Chance Moore gets it again on Schelling. And another stop for Moore has been put to work here in this one already. Off the draw, Cuxty with it. Tries to fire this one through traffic, can't get to the net as Picnic has this stolen by Pierce. Pierce the other way, has to lay back on the pass, trying to find an option, got sticked aside as it's sent back up to Picnic on the near side wall. Picnic with it, lays it to Cuxty, back to Picnic, just too far behind him as he is pickpocketed. Pass played back to Cuxty now. Cuxty still with it. Back to Router in the circle. Weaves his way into the slot. Gets the shot off. Moore will knock it away. Cuxty again. Back to Sordillo. Sordillo across, tried to find the backdoor for Router. Couldn't connect. TLH the other direction now. Sticked off the puck for a moment, trying to get it back on the pass. It is steered aside as Sordillo has it. Sordillo looking for Router. Bouncing pass there meant for Gorski, goes wide. Shots 21-5. 3-0 game here with 11:10 left to go. As Hapward will make that save, and there goes that puck. Up and out, so hopefully we can find another one. And it looks like we do have one. We were looking for one before, but now it seems like we're able to get one pretty quickly, which is good. Off the face-off one here by Topline. Robolati, he sends around. Lean looking lower, trying to find Lonergan as Galante will collect this again. Galante across. Esposito with it. Has a little bit of room in front of him, but it's poked away. As it is now pitched up and into the end of XHP. XHP still with it. Bouncing puck finds its way up to Gorski somehow. Now Esposito with it. Toe drag shot. He fires. That goes off the crossbar. Bounced off of Moore and went up into the post and out into the netting again. Luckily, this time it stayed in. .10:18 left to go here in the middle frame. As Cuxty will try and keep this in the zone, can't do so. Robolati out the other way, but Les will get back there to nullify the chance for TLH. As here he goes quickly with some speed into the zone. Les nearly hit the deck yet again. The ice is slippery, folks. Esposito with it, trying to fire. Lays lower, Galante with it now. Cycling around in the top of the circle, lays back to Les at the point. Les makes a move, gets around a defender. In front, trying to find Walsh, couldn't get the shot off as it's knocked away and picked back up by Jack Robolati again. Ross now with it. He has that one knocked aside. Lonergan able to keep it in the zone. Bouncing puck for Esposito again. Esposito pulls up, lays off to Cuxty. Cuxty fires, stopped by Moore. Kept in the zone by Walsh. Taken away by TLH in their own end. Glove down at center ice and sprung forward for XHP. Now taken back away again by TLH. Another takeaway for XHP. That time was by Gorski. Lean blows a tire, looking to try and get it out of the zone. Whalen will knock it away from Tosco, says this goes all the way back here to CJ Hapward, wearing his jersey from last season, as this one sprung forward for XHP, trying to find the 7 of Stark. Just couldn't connect on the feed. As the other way, it's going to be called for a offside, I think. Or no, it looks like it might have just been an accidental whistle. And it seems like this faceoff is going to end up here at center ice. So an accidental whistle there from the referees. Or no, we may get a penalty shot here. I didn't see what the penalty was for, but it looks like Alex Whalen is going to take it. So a penalty shot for Whalen. Too many men call. As Whalen walks his way in here. Fired on and more will make the glove save on the penalty shot. And big shout out to the fan below us here in the broadcast booth for shouting out it was a too many men. Thank you. I heard you through the headset. I really appreciate it. 8:34 left to go here in the second period. It's been quite some time since Topline has had a shot on net here, as they try and look for some answers. Down by 3 here in the second period. Shots are 25-5. As that pass is picked off, out the other way goes Whalen again with some speed. Whalen to Stark, he fires, it goes up and away. Cleared out of the zone. It will go all the way back into the neutral end, almost at the blue line there of XHP. Tap forward. On it is Gorski. Walking in, he rips one, but it's stopped there by Moore and goes up out of play again. And here comes another flying puck. Thrown back into play from a fan here at the JPL. So we can continue on here, as trying to drive in was TLH. They couldn't do so that time, as down went Picanic. I wonder if he might have got a stick up high there, but seems all right. We continue on back to the point for Pierce. Pierce tries to shake and bake away from Router. Beautiful toe drag move to drive in. Plays the pass across, but couldn't find anybody for the feed. As Picanic goes the other way with Router 2-on-1. Picanic to Router, back to Picanic. He fires. Stopped by Moore with the pads. Cuxty. He fires. That one goes wide. Sordillo with it now. Sordillo into the high slot. He fires. Moore yet again will hold on. Off the face-off, this is one back by XHP again. Lost the handle of it, though. Was less for a moment, as now it goes back down into the corner. 7:08 left to go here in period number 2, and make sure to tune into tomorrow's games as well. We've got one more day here in week number 5 of the Jersey Pro League. Tomorrow will be all-club division yet again, like the past 2 days. Today, obviously, being the lone pro division day. So back to all club division for tomorrow, and then next week, it is a long week for the final week of the regular season, as Moore will make a nice save there. But starting on the 7th, running through the 10th, it's going to be a long and a late week, to say the least, next week. On the 7th, a triple header of club division games. A 7, 8:30, and 10 p.m. start time next Monday. Then all 3 next days of the week to close out the regular season. Single game days after that triple header. It'll be a Pro Division game on Tuesday, back to club on Wednesday, and then finishing out with the Pro Division on Thursday. All single game days, all starting at 9:15 p.m. here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. It is a late night, or late week, I should say, for next week. Galante tries to feed this one through. Walsh with it now. Looks for some options here at the point. Plays this one across, finds Mulgrave. Or actually, that's Gorski, excuse me. I thought that was a 5. It ended up being a 6. As Galante sends this for Esposito, but it bounced on him. Esposito to Gorski again. Has that one knocked away for a moment. Comes out of the zone. XHP will have to reset here with 5:20 left to go here in period 2. Still a 3-0 game. Shots 28-5. As Walsh will lay this one in. Walking right down Broadway. That one is stopped. That was Gorski with the chance. Moore able to shut the door on him that time. And Moore really pumping up his numbers right now. 3 goals on just 29 shots, getting pretty much peppered in between the pipes right now. Face-off, one back here by XHP again. They've done a lot of that tonight as Cuxty walks in and fires. Stopped there by Moore. Now up to 30 shots with 4:50 left to go here in the second period. Just 5 for Topline. They have struggled to generate offense here in this one. Currently on a 3-game losing streak after winning game number 1 of the year as that one redirects just wide. Picked up here by Pierce. Sends this one across. Cuxty with it. Lays this one back to Whalen. Has it stolen aside. Topline still looking for a chance. That shot goes wide. Off the draw. Trying to keep this here. Pierce still with it. Still fighting for it in the zone. Bounces back here to Hapward looking to clear. Can't do so just yet as that one deflects to him again. Now up to Stark. Sends it the other way, trying to find a breakaway chance here, but Moore will have to play this one away. Taken here by Topline. Topline laying back. Pierce with it, looking to try and get a shot off. Redirected in front. That shot went wide. Hapward got a piece of it as it is played down from Toscos again. And finally, 2 more shots added to the board here for Topline. Got all the way down to just about 4 minutes left without having a shot in the period. Bouncing puck goes back up to the point. Toscos has it stolen away. Stark with Schelling. Stark breakaway chance. Walking in. He puts it wide. Was all alone, but put it wide of the cage. As it gets sent around here for Pierce. Gorski with it. Cuxty springs this one forward. That was actually Picnic who sent it forward. Sordillo lays back, looking to get it back as Sordillo. It goes wide. Sordillo with it again. Spins this one lower. Goes back to Picnic, walking in, plays it to the back door. Can't get the shot off. There is Leotard. As Leotard will have it along the wall now. 2:45 left to go here in period number 2. Still a 3-0 game in favor of XHP. As TLH goes the other way. Trying to get a shot off. Hapward makes a good first stop. Rebound was there, but Router will collect it and send it forward. Gorski lays back to Picnic. Got tied up for a moment. Router trying to keep it in. Picnic there as well. Taken back by TLH in their own zone. Picked off. Picnic with it. Has Router with him. Les driving in as well. Les trying to get it on the bounce. Back to Picnic. He fires. That one is knocked down by Moore. Goes into the corner. Picnic back to the point. Cuxty is there. Cuts by one defender. Lays it to the back door, but chipped just up and over by Router. He has his head to the sky with that one. As Router tries to play it back to the back door. Stopped by Moore again. 1:37 left to go here in period number 2. Shots 32-9. Moore with that excellent save before. 90 seconds left to go here in the second period. It's been all XHP here in this one tonight. Here for the second game of the evening. Galante walks in. He rips one, but another one held on to by Moore. On the rebound, it rings off the post. Everyone thought the play had blown dead, but ringing it off the iron. Galante to the back door. They can't get a shot off. That was Esposito who put it off the post. I think everybody thought the play was stopped there, but no whistle was heard and played to the final whistle, and another one from Walsh won't go. And looking over at my technical director to my right, Colton Reynolds, hands are up saying, how did neither of those go in? As Esposito will send this one in with 32 seconds left to go here in the frame. Can't get it out of the zone just yet as Topline. Lonergan with it now with 25 seconds. Lonergan trying to keep it away from Esposito. Does a good job to do so. Finds the 7 of Connor Lean, who springs it forward. One last chance here for Topline to try and get a shot off here. At the end of the period, 7 seconds left to go. It's taken by Gorski and sent to Esposito. Now Galante. Galante with it, he gets a shot off, but it goes up into the netting and out of play as the buzzer expires. So still 3-0 here for XHP as we will head to the second intermission. Shots are 33-9 in favor of XHP. But we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Jersey Pro League Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal. We are back here for the third period, and Topline Hockey put one home right at the start of the frame and cut the lead to 2. That is now twice tonight where we have had that happen. That was the 11 of Dean Toskos. That is his second of the year. Plays for the Blackfalds Bulldogs of the BCHL. As we're going to get a quick whistle there as Moore tried to cover. Bit of a quick whistle there. .35 left to go here in the third, and like I was saying, Topline with a quick goal there to make this a 2-goal game. Their first real bit of offense. They only have 10 shots on the board. That was their 10th on that goal. So looking for some more offensive chances here in this third period. The other direction. Here comes Toskos again. He fires Hapward. We'll glove that one down. And you know that this is something that we have seen from time to time in the NHL and a lot of levels where if a goalie doesn't see a lot of action, doesn't see a lot of shots, they can go cold. And Hapward just faced his 11th shot of the game. Meanwhile, Daniel Moore on the opposite side has faced 34 already. And for a large majority of that second period, CJ Hapward didn't have to do much. Only really faced a couple shots in that middle frame. As seems like a bunch of sticks kind of fell down in the XHP bench. As Les will take this one here. 13:35 left to go in the third period. Still a 3-1 game. Pass play through looking for Cuxty, won't go. Back to the point. Router will send it across. Les is there. Les into the corner. Pass back to Picanic. It gets by everybody. Router will keep it in the zone. Good job to keep that by the commissioner. Bouncing pass taken away again. Pass across. TLH with a chance. 2-on-1. Pierce on the opposite side. Fired. Hapward able to make the initial stop. Pierce on the rebound will keep this in the corner. Cuts away quickly. Tried to get a shot off. Couldn't do so, though. Sordillo will find Cuxty. Around to Router. Router back to Cuxty again. Picanic will chase after this one with some speed. Picanic across. Driving in. Sordillo is stopped by Moore. The other way now. TLH in the zone. Top of the zone here, trying to play the pass off. Looking for a lane to try and get a shot through. Can't do so just yet. Now Lean fires. That one is blocked away. That one was by Leotard. As Lean has it here at the hash marks again. Quick backhanded pass. Looking for Robilotti. As Esposito will keep this here. Esposito to Galante. Galante with it, plays it across, able to find this one over to Leotard. Now Esposito in front of Galante. He is stonewalled by Moore. Just under 12 minutes left to go here in period number 3, a 3-1 game here between XHockey Products and Topline Hockey. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so. Really appreciate it. Here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting, we are just one subscriber away from 1,000 subs here on the channel. As Hapward makes a flashy glove save there. Really appreciate all the support for us here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting. It has been just fantastic, the support we get here at BSB, streaming, whether it's the Jersey Pro League, Ryder, Rutgers, TCNJ, Ramapo, Widener, all of the teams that we cover, the NECHL playoffs back in February. It's been awesome covering all the games for all of you here, as Moore will make another big save. One of our biggest parts of us streaming games has been the Jersey Pro League here for the past couple of years. It has been a lot of fun calling games, and we're hoping to call a whole lot more when we get to the fall. Have some big things planned for the fall season for the 25-26 college hockey year. Hopefully some potentially more sports as well coming to BSB. So keep a lookout for any announcements for us on our social medias. 11 minutes left to go here in the third period. Hapward will get that one. Off the shot from Lean. Shots are 37-14, so Topline picking up a little bit more chances here in the third period. Obviously, they scored right at the start of it. Down by 2, looking to try and tie this game, as Lonergan will keep this here. Lonergan dives behind the goal line. Still with it. Cuts back up. He lost an edge. We continue on. Whalen with it the other way. Whalen tried to get the pass across, just can't connect, as Lonergan will get the puck again. Sends up the other way, 2-on-2 here for TLH. Bouncing puck gets sent in front. That one is steered aside. That was Luke Ross who tried to get that shot on. Just couldn't do so. Sent the other way. Pierce with it. Bouncing puck. Looking to the back door. They score. And it is a 1-goal game. 3-2 here with 10-11 left to go in the third. A whole lot of hockey left here in this one. Ross with it. Back to the point for Pierce. Bounced away from him and out of the zone, so he'll just send it back in deep with under 10 to play. As a beautiful move there from Cuxty. He walks by 2 defenders. Cuxty with it. Dives down below the goal line now. Tried to feed it in front. Was looking there for Stark. Couldn't connect on the pass. Out the other way. Pass back across. Backhanded shot. That one I think might have hit Les right in the face. Gonna have to check and see if he is okay. A lot of guys all wearing visors instead of full cages that we usually see in the club division, obviously, since a lot of them play pro or college hockey. All the pro guys wearing all the visors. And all the college guys usually having cages, unless they're usually grandfathered in. And a lot of junior guys can wear the cages as well, as Moore will make that save there. Pass picked off. Sprung forward, trying to get it up to Stark. Again, they can't do so, as this bounces back out to Picanic. Picanic, spinning pass, able to find Router. Router feeds this one through. Stopped by Moore on the chance from Gorski. Pierce the other way now. Pierce cutting through to the backhand. Has to turn around and look for an option. Plays it back up to the point. Can't keep it in the zone. Played in here by TLH. Top line looking to tie it. That shot goes wide. Rings all the way off the dasher and out of the zone. Shots 38-16 with 8:33 left to go here in the third. Trying to drive in, they can't do so. Have to lay off to the back of the point. Lean with it. Cutting into the slot. He fires, saved by Hapward again as Galante will pick it up. Picanic the other way. Picanic back to Galante. He fires, that one goes up and over the bar. Dangerous chance there for XHP. Les with it now. Les tried to lay the pass off. That pass goes wide. Into the corner now. Les with it again at the point. Les crosses off with Cuxty. He has that one knocked away. Looking for an option out the other way now. Here goes Topline. Trying to lay the pass back. Has it poked by Picanic. 3-on-2. Now 4-on-2 if XHP can hurry. Picanic with it to the backhand. Shovel shot. That one is stopped by Moore again with the shoulder. Cuxty with the pass. He fires. Blocked away in front. Pass goes behind the goal line. Esposito collects it. Back to Les. In the slot, he fires. On the rebound, Galante trying to shovel it home, and he does. Galante's second of the game makes it a 4-2 hockey game here with 7:25 left to go. Off the faceoff, Galante with it again. Walsh now with it along the wall. Galante still trying to help him out. Walsh will try and dig at it here with Lonergan there. Still down low. Esposito bouncing puck into the slot. Galante looking on the backhand, trying to get a shot through. They score. Beautiful backhand finish there for XHockey Products. That was from Patrick Walsh. What a beautiful backhand shot. There from Walsh to make it 5-2. And XHP with their 3-goal lead back. Walsh fires again and scores. Back-to-back goals for Walsh. Two goals for Galante, two goals for Walsh, and it is a 6-2 game with 6:47 left to go. Let's take another look at that Walsh goal because that actually just kind of snuck through more. I want to see that one again. It was right after the other faceoff. And Walsh just drove into the zone here, got it off the pass, and just ripped that one on the block or on the glove side there of Moore, and it squeaked through him a little bit. As Kuksky will play back to Les. Pitches this one forward to Walsh again. This line here for XHP of Esposito, Walsh, and Galante has been excellent tonight. As Kuksky will go back and get this here with 6:15 left in the third. Galante will collect. Galante, beautiful move to walk on by. He fires, but is stopped by Moore. What a highlight reel hat trick goal that would have been if Galante finished it. What a move. To get past the defense, just can't get it to go. Would have been highlight reel for him. Taken away. Stark with it now. Stark fires that one, waffle boarded into the corner there by Moore. Puck sent around and back out of the zone. Top line. Trying to cut through. Able to keep the puck. Shot on target. Werber. Big time save. Or actually Hapward, excuse me. The two goalie situation for XHP always gets me confused from time to time. That's Hapward. But a huge stop from Hapward there. Sliding across. As this one goes across to Gorski. Gorski tries to get a pass in front looking for Whalen. Just can't handle it. Over to the other side. Ross with it looking to the back door. Stopped there by Hapward. What a save. What a stop by C.J. Hapward. Sprawling to make that glove save. What a beautiful stop. Out the other way now. Whalen with it. Tries to send it across. Stark is there. Stark onto the backhand. There for Gorski. Gorski sends lower. Sharp angle shot, and Moore will make two nice saves, but the net comes off its moorings. Here with 4:47 left to go in this third period. Face-off one back by XHockey Products. Looking for the backdoor pass. Trying to find that one through. Looking for Schelling, couldn't connect. As Whalen looks for a lane. Whalen to Schelling. He fires, stopped by Moore again. Another chance here. Gorski with it. Down behind the cage, looking to cut to the net front was Whalen, but he put it up and away on the backhand. 4:20 left to go here in the third. Shots 47-21. As this pass is picked off here. Les had it taken away. Looking here, top line with it. That one goes wide of the cage. Hapward may have gotten a piece of it. as Les brings it up to Cuxty. Router tries to feed a pass through. That one knocked away there by Moore. Would have been a high stick call there on XHP if it had gone in. But the other way. Lean tries a spin pass. Goes into the corner. Back to the point for Lonergan. Sends this one lower again. Looking to the backhand. That one goes wide. Up to the point. Lean across. Swap spots. Toskos with it now. Toskos puts this one lower. Bouncing puck back up to the point. Lonergan with it. Plays it lower again. Over to the back door for Toskos. Just can't get a shot off. Still weaving their way through the zone as Topline. Trying to keep this in. Quick slap shot goes wide of the cage and rings all the way out. Bouncing puck goes back here for Gorski. Gorski able to keep it, looking to spring it out to Galante. He's on hat trick watch as well as Patrick Walsh. Galante able to take it away. Galante with it. Cuts around the defense, fires. That one goes up and over, hits the shoulder of Moore and goes out of play. Face-off won there by Topline Hockey. 2:25 left to go here in the third as Walsh will take this away. Walsh with it to the backhand, tries to finish. Another stop there by Moore as Galante looked for the hat trick too. The other direction now. Here comes Topline. Into the circle, looking for a lane. Sharp angle shot goes off the outside of the post. In front, Toskos fires. That one goes off the mask of Hapward and goes out of play. And he'll have to make some repairs after that one goes off of his mask. Face-off won back by Topline again. Pierce will keep this in the zone. Good job to do so. Cuts around one defender, walking his way through, stopped by Hapward. Face-off won by XHP. That's Galante who has it off the draw. Galante to Walsh. Try to go back to Galante, just couldn't find him as it is knocked down here by Topline. Galante takes it away though for a moment. Had it in his skates, couldn't corral it. 90 seconds left here in night number 3. And Galante will come to the bench. Get some words from his teammates on the bench saying, why didn't you just stay out there? Trying to get the hat trick as walking in that time is stopped by Hapward. Think he got a piece of that one there. As Pierce with it, looking, trying to find a lane, sends this one lower and they score with 52 seconds left to make it 6-3. So 52 seconds left to go here in night number 3 of week 5. Here in the JPL, and unless a miracle happens here for Topline, they need 3 goals to try and tie with 40 seconds left. XHP will move to 4-1 on the season. They will make it a 4-game winning streak since dropping the first game of the year. Looking to the back door, they score again. It's Whalen this time with 20 seconds left. And the exclamation point from Whalen, and it looks like they may have put the wrong score. Now they corrected it. It should be 7-3 instead of 7-4. But down to the waning seconds here of this one. 10 seconds left to go in the frame. Bouncing puck goes right across, goes right onto the post and into the back of the net. With 3 seconds left, and the clock is just going to run right at the end of things, and it will end 7-4. As that was Luke Ross who put that one in at the last minute. And that will do it for night number 3 of Week 5 here in the Jersey Pro League. A 7-4 final between XHockey Products and Topline Hockey. XHP moves to 4-1 Topline. Now a 4-game losing streak fall to 1-4. But that will wrap things up here for night number 3. We will be back tomorrow for night number 4 of Week 5. But before we get into that, want to say a massive, massive, massive thank you to all of you. We just passed the 1,000 subscriber mark here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting. So I want to say a massive, massive thank you to all of you tuning into the games, all of the streams that we've been doing over the past 2 years. It really means a lot to us here. And we are so excited for what comes next and what we can do for the rest of what we do here at BSB. In the upcoming season in the fall, we still got next week for the JPL and then playoffs, and then we'll get into the fall season right around the beginning of September. But that'll do it for us here tonight. We've got one more night of JPL action here for this week tomorrow. First game of the night, the Hockey House Podcast taking on Mr. Lemon Stick Wax. And then in game number 2 to close out week number 5 at 8:30 p.m., College Hockey Buzz taking on Synergy. But that'll wrap things up for today. We will be back tomorrow